On Monday, December 1st, 3 Jackson County, North Carolina commissioners were sworn in, substantially changing the makeup of the commission and the likely agenda that will be followed by the county for upcoming months and years. Former Commission Chair Brian McMahon and Boyce Dietz replaced Tea Party favorites Jack Debnam and Doug Cody, respectively, creating a 4-to-1 Democratic majority on the commission. Charles Elders was re-elected to retain his seat as the only remaining Republican. The filled-to-capacity crowd in the meeting room cheered loudly and gave a standing ovation as the oaths of office were completed.
And following on, I,
Brian Thomas McMahon,
do swear that I will well and truly execute the duties of the office of Commissioner according to the best of my skills and ability, according to law, so help me God.
I will, so help me God.
You are sworn in.
Shortly after, the Commission convened to discuss and make decisions on some basic business, including operating procedural changes, setting meeting dates, and informing the public of how to place items on meeting agendas. Among the items acted upon by the new Commission was to move the public comment period back to the front of the agenda at all Commission meetings. There was considerable controversy created when the previous Commission had moved public comments to the end of the agenda at all meetings, forcing citizens to sit through the entire proceedings before being allowed to be heard, leaving many feeling that their comments came too late to be taken into consideration by the commissioners who had already made decisions earlier in the meeting.
Item 9 is the public comment section. The board is only by law required to have a public comment section at least once a month. But we feel like it's important to give the public an adequate chance to be able to address the board and to give them plenty of opportunities. We're going to try to have public comment at every single meeting, both the 2-night meetings and prior to the start of the work session. What's the pleasure of the board about the public comment section?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to move public comments, informal comments by the public to the beginning of the meeting after our agenda approval, minutes approval, and commissioners and county managers comment following that.
Okay. So a motion has been made to place the informal comments from the public at the beginning of the agenda after the reports have been made.
How do we decide on, Mr. Chairman, the amount of time to give?
Customarily, it's been 3 minutes. You want to include that in your motion?
You know, historically, 3 minutes per person and is the time limit. Chairman keeps the time for that 3 minutes and lets the citizen know when time is up, and I would go along with that in motion.
Okay. Do I have a second for that motion?
I'll second that.
Okay. Any other questions or discussion? We'll be allowing the citizens to come at the beginning of the meeting. They can sign up and speak for 3 minutes.
I might be going back to item 7 on the agendas. How will we advertise on our website the agenda information that's put together on that Friday? Is there any, have we discussed or even thought any other idea?
We've been using the local newspaper as well. We always have done that in addition to our website. The electronic, the actual recording of the electronic or the advertising electronic was not officially approved. Still have to use either the public press or the local newspaper with the greatest distribution.
So that would be, they would get it on Wednesday prior to our meeting. Because it would be after.
It would be before the meeting. It would be in the edition before the meeting, so the public would be informed. Same is true of the cashier's paper. It works really both good with both of them.
Any other questions or discussion about the public comments? All right, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Elders?
Yes.
Commissioner Dees? Chairman Knight?
Yes, motion carries.